Video games have a rich and rapid evolution. It all began in the late 1940s and early 1950s with experiments in computer science laboratories, resulting in simple games like OXO and tennis for two in the 1950s. The 1960s saw the development of early mainframe computer games like Spacewar. The 1970s marked the birth of the commercial video game industry with the release of arcade games like Pong by Atari, which popularized video gaming. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, home consoles like the Atari 2600 and Intellivision brought gaming into households. The 1980s were a golden age for arcade games, with titles like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and Space Invaders dominating. At the same time, personal computers became more accessible, leading to the rise of PC gaming with titles like Zork and Ultima. The late 1980s and early 1990s saw the emergence of iconic franchises like Super Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, and Sonic the Hedgehog. This era also witnessed the introduction of handheld gaming devices like the Nintendo Game Boy. The mid-1990s brought about significant advancements in graphics and gameplay with the introduction of 3D graphics in games like Doom and Super Mario 64. This period also saw the launch of consoles such as the Sony PlayStation and Nintendo 64. The 2000s saw the rise of online gaming, with titles like World of Warcraft and the mainstream popularity of multiplayer gaming on consoles with the launch of Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. In the mid to the late 2000s, the rise of online competition was born. Halo, Call of Duty, Battlefield. This era of gaming laid the groundwork so games like League of Legends and Fortnite could come later on. In the 2010s, mobile gaming exploded with the rise of smartphones, leading to the popularity of games like Angry Birds and Candy Crush Saga. This decade also saw the dominance of digital distribution platforms like Steam and the rise of esports. Throughout the years, video games have continued to evolve technologically, creatively, and culturally, becoming one of the most influential forms of entertainment globally.